A little Christmas cast, baby. Yeah, December 21st. I hope everybody's doing all right this morning. Monday morning. Yeah, I'm a little bit late today. I know it. I was doing some extra stuff. I actually put together a sports betting thing today, and it's free. I posted it in Discord, so go ahead and check it out. I also posted it on Twitter, I think. And, I just kind of went over some notes about tonight's game, looking at some trends of some of these players, their props, things like that. Talked about teasing and total and all sorts of things. And I posted it. I hope you read it, and I hope you guys win some money. I do. I hope you all win some money here. I'm very excited about tonight's game because, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm very excited about tonight because tomorrow, after tonight's boring football game, which I really want nothing to do with, we have NBA. Oh, it's here. We made it. Oh, it's NBA season, man. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you so much, CJ. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. NBA's here, man. Freaking NBA. And CG loaded this beast up. It just looks so nice. It looks so nice right now. I can't wait. We've got the sim model. Sim model's going to be live this season. We have usage trend, minutes trend, fantasy point trends. We are looking at pace and Vegas totals, spreads, implied team totals, over, under. Really the most important stuff. You don't need to go into the background data that goes into this stuff. You're just going to get the sauce, my friends. The recipe is ours. The FanDuel and DraftKings ratings are live as well. Projections live as well. And floor ceiling combination is in here. Ownership projections in here. Oh my goodness, we freaking made it, man. I'm so excited. We are organizing our stuff here. Looks like CG did some of this last night. Thank you, CG. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. We've got the NFL content set up like this, right? Like we've got our tools here, right? The 4 tools. And then all the content. Well, NBA is going to be similar. It's going to be NBA tools, which there is one more coming. And let me see if I can open it up in Discord right now. And you guys can just look at it in all its beautiful glory. And I showed a piece of this the other day. We've got a core creator. Oh, by the way, this is a new thing we're doing here with the building blocks. We are literally taking everybody who does all of the work on the back end, all of the researching to help with our articles, all of the model running to help with projections and all the tools. And we decided, you know what? We're going to give everybody the opportunity to do building blocks, DraftKings and FanDuel. Now, it's not going to be lineups. We're not a lineup selling company, but what we will be showing is like we'll designate if it's GPP or cash, and we will show what our core will be. So, for instance, yesterday, NFL content, and I know you guys are going to like this because this is so helpful for the busy people, right? You're super busy and you just need to like check something out quickly and try to get, your feet underneath you. Well, that's what this is for. It's supposed to help with that exactly. So, where is it? NFL building blocks. Like yesterday, I had Mahomes, Swift, Hill, and Kiki Cutie here as my core on DraftKings. Like that was my building block. That is how I started my single entry lineup. On FanDuel, I started with Mahomes, Pollard, Akers, and Kelsey. I think I entered it into like the 250 or something. And, it didn't go well. I missed the money line by like 10 points or something. I got cute and pivoted off of Fournette to Gus Edwards. Missed out on another 12 points, I think, which would have put me over the money line, $500 swing. So, that's basically our goal, to give you like building blocks to start your lineup off, give you an opportunity to succeed if you're sitting down in the toilet 15 minutes before lock with, your IBS that happens to just flare up 5-10 minutes before lock. And, oh, well, the family just understands IBS is here right before lock. Oh, lock is 7:30 tonight. I'm feeling better, but I don't know. I might have some rumblings. I might hit me around 7:20. So anyways, we want to have this up for NBA as well. It's going to be same thing, right? Like I'm targeting this point guard tonight, these 2 shooting guards, and this center, and that's the building block. And after that, I'm just going to fill out the rest of my lineup using my tiered rankings and stuff like that, or projections. What's up, Brian? I see you over there on YouTube. actually, you can get a little bit of insight right here, okay? I posted some stuff here, and then truly outside of that, the only Monday Night Football thing we'll be posting on the website is an article from Team A, and then also you'll have our projections. So we have our Study Hub projections up, and I guess you could use the stacking tools if you like. So projections for Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. You can look at all positions here, or you can go position by position, all right? And just to answer your question, to help you out, because why not? Trayvon Williams as an eerily similar projection as Giovanni Bernard. There you go. I don't know what his price tag is for showdowns, but we will look at it in 5 minutes. Give me a few minutes and I'll get there, all right? So I'm going to put together a player pool. So everything I'm pretty much doing for Monday Night Football today is free. I've got the Patreon. Oh, did I not post that? Sorry about that. Post that in Twitch. All right. Anyway, so NBA, it's coming. Very excited. How can you not be? This is where we all win money. There's Allie. There she is. Hey-oh. The Miss Superdraft is here. And by the way, Allie with some super sass on Twitter. Let's find this one. This freaking woman. So I have tagged. We need a little background on this. I have tagged Allie in, I don't know, 10 tweets over the last couple months. Literally never replies. Doesn't like them, doesn't retweet them, doesn't interact with them. She's never on Twitter, right? Okay? Like literally look at the last time she's tweeted. May 26, 2019. Right before that, her previous tweet was June 21st, 2016. The woman has not tweeted in years. I post. So I'm like, screw it. I got to like search for a thing. I never think about it, right? I can't find it. So I just simply I want to give her some props. She's the best. So I was like, okay, I'll at least tag Superdraft. Anybody who follows Superdraft, they'll see it, right? Allie is the queen of Superdraft. Her one freaking interaction in like 2 years of knowing this person. Tag me at least. Oh my God, dude. And then here these people are like, yeah, you're right. He should have tagged her. What a jerk. Oh. Virtue signal. And like I had a DM. Someone's like, you are a scumbag. You're just trying to use her to sell for subscriptions. Like this non-follower, it's a competing company person. Like no one knows the impact that garbage like this has on a company or a person. It's unbelievable. Tag me at least. And then she's in here in Twitch. She's in the Twitch chat today showing up, just chilling. She's like, oh, yeah, I won 10K. I'm going to give it back during NBA. Like, she's made no impact on my day. My God, I've got competitor sites liking this and stuff. They're like, yeah, he should have tagged her. Huh? Yeah. That's why you need to be a member of our company, because Mitch is going to just not tag your winners. We'll tag you. Golly. There are so many unspoken stupid rules. I can't keep up with them either, Allie. Why do you think I've started Rise or Fall? Like, I'm so tired of the industry. The industry is so pathetic. It's such a gross industry. No, I'm not calling anybody out. I don't even respond to them. Those DMs are opened when I see it so I can clear the notification and no response. Losers. They're losers. It's unbelievable. Tag me at least. And then she comes in and she's like, I didn't mean anything by it. Gosh. I didn't mention her. I didn't mention her RG ranking. How dare I? Bro, how dare I? Well, remember, she won 20K, 15K, 20K, 10K, another 10K yesterday. No impact on her RG ranking because it's Superdraft. So she ain't good. She's not good. She's not good. Doesn't matter. Unbelievable, though, Allie. I mean, you deserve to be in the spotlight right now for this. Take it. And then come on our stream and talk Superdraft with us later this week. This is the hashtag Be Kind community. Yeah. Hashtag Be Kind, Be Kind. Got to put her on blast this morning, though. Got to put her on blast. All jokes aside, I love her to death. She got the greatest closet in the DFS community. Sports betting community, too. She's very sharp. 10K. Another 10K. She can't take it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. I mean, there's a reason why she doesn't want to come on one of these streams. She doesn't want to be in the spotlight. I'm putting her on blast. I'm putting a huge spotlight on her right now. And she's like, get off of me. Turn the light away. NBA Study Hub, we're ready to rock and roll, baby. Let's talk some Monday Night Football. Tax-free Canadians. Lucky. Lucky up there. Let me see here. I did not grab the projections from the Study Hub. Let's just leave the FC projections in here. They'll do fine in a pinch here. And let's go. Monday Night Football, my friends, you know me. With these terrible, she wins every week. It's crazy. It's like, what, 4 or 5 of the last 6 weeks she has been top 5 on the main slate? Insane. I've been up there like twice in like 2 months. Or 5 weeks, 6 weeks. She's up there like 80% of the time. It's wild. And she told somebody in the members Discord, I did catch her comment the other day. She said, use FanDuel projections. Just uses FanDuel projections. Crazy good. Crazy good. So, you know, the way to rock and roll here for me always is play the guys with the... Oh, that was just for Showdown. Gotcha. Okay. You don't have to give away any of your goods. I think that's also partially why she's not coming on Superdraft. She knows coming on a stream. She knows currently she has an edge, and you know what? She wants to keep it. She has every right to do so. A couple guys I'll put here in the captain spot tonight. Literally just 2 of them. So we talked about this last night. It was Baker Mayfield or Nick Chubb, right? Were those the only 2 I mentioned for the Sunday Night Football captain spot? Well, tonight it's Big Ben and Deontay Johnson. They're the only 2 captains I will use tonight. I will not use any other captains for the Monday Night Football game. I'm going for highest probabilities and high. Yo, thank you very much, Brian. It looks like you like that Patreon post. It is free. I hope people like it. Let me post it one more time in there because I see more people watching now. Good luck with that, CG. So I'm talking about ceilings only. So when I'm in here in FC or if I'm hand building tonight, the only captains, the only MVPs, the only champion mode guys over there in Superdraft I'll be looking at is Big Ben and Deontay Johnson. I think they have the highest probability to go off. And on top of that, I also think they have the highest ceilings to go off. Chase Claypool is honorable mention tonight. Honorable mention. But his price tag's just so high up there. All right, from there, quarterback spot, if you don't end up with Big Ben as the captain, well, he's going to be in my lineup, all right? So if I put Deontay in there as captain, Big Ben better be there in the quarterback flex spot. If I use Big Ben as a captain, well, then I'm using multiple wide receivers for the Steelers tonight. I'm going to be having multiple pass catchers, including James Washington, who, using the NFL Study Hub, look at his snap rate over the last 2 games. Using the NFL snap rate. Let me go to wide receivers, actually. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Here's James Washington. 54% snap rate week 13, 81% last week, and we saw him take snaps away from Chase Claypool in week 13, snaps away from Deontay Johnson in week 14. I think that both Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool will lose some snaps to him tonight. I think we're probably hovering around 70% each for them, and I think that means he'll probably go somewhere around, 55, 65% of the snaps, running out 4 wide receiver sets. Mostly because I think they'll be able to pass on Cincy, and also Eric Ebron has just been absolutely horrendous and continues to drop the football when he does get targeted. So I think they'll try to get their just best players out there, and they need to get their best players out there because they have scored 16, 17, and 19 points over the last 3 weeks. This offense has been bad. So James Washington, he needs to be in there for me. If you're playing those massive tournaments, sure, go ahead. Put A.J. Green, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd in. You're playing like 300K individuals in this game. Otherwise, I'm just going Boyd. And then you can slide all of them in there. And if you end up, let's use some game theory here, my friends. You hope Claypool does? Well, if he does, James Washington might have had that long shot for that game, Lance. I like your comment there. So, game theory, Big Ben in the captain spot. If you have him in there, you're saying he has the highest ceiling, goes 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Who's going to rack it up? That's why you better roll out probably 2-3 pass catchers. Deontay, Juju, Deontay and Chase and Deontay, maybe even Ebron, right? Like you are adding multiple pass catchers. Even the duds, even the weak ones. James Washington, probably ideal at 4.4K. Seems to be that guy that can kind of separate you. And he has scored 2 games in a row. He actually has 5 touchdowns on the year. So we're looking at touchdowns of 5 of 13 games, 5 of 12 games, whatever it is. Not bad. And then Tyler Boyd, the only guy who is getting consistent targets still, even with these terrible quarterbacks. But my gosh, like they are. Ryan Finley in his 2 years in the NFL has never thrown more than 190 passing yards. Like that's ugly, and they're going to have a tough matchup tonight. Ugh. AJ Green, bounce back, right? A little career bounce back. Jeez, awful season for all of them. I guess these guys are in play because they're cheap, but like, are you paying for Eric Ebron tonight when you can grab, T. Higgins at 6'8", James Washington at 4'4"? Like, I don't know why Eric Ebron's really in there. Does he have the ceiling you need? I don't think so. I really don't. So I don't know why I'm targeting him. I likely won't. That looks like they're the only 2 active. So I don't even know if I'm putting either of these guys in here. I'd rather just take the kickers. Specifically Chris Boswell. Randy Bullock has kicked, I think, 1 extra point in the last 2 games, 7 points each. Jeez. 1 extra point, 2 extra points, missed the other one. He's gone 2 for his last 4 field goals. Man, they are miserable everywhere. Like, what a bad team. Ay. Looks like they cut Bullock, and Siebert kicked an extra point last game. Great. Miserable. And then Steelers defense. Bengals defense potentially in play. If you're just trying to save some money. But again, like, if you're just trying to save some money, go Boswell and go James Washington. You have all the money you need at this point. You really do. Running backs, I think the play here is probably to roll out Trayvon Williams. I think he's potentially in play tonight if he's going to get this many touches. We're talking 15 touches. And Bernard, he just sucks. He can't run. They know it. So Trayvon, he potentially could be the only player you have on the Cincy side tonight. Truly. He could be the only player you have in the Cincy side tonight. I think you might be okay. James Conner, man. This quad's bothering him. He looks awful. Look how many yards per carry he's averaging. Guy's not scoring touchdowns. He's not racking up yards. Why are we using him? If that means Benny Snell's going to get some more work tonight, Jalen Samuels, like maybe one of these guys scores, Anthony McFarland. Freaking, these guys, this team just so overrated. Maybe Jalen Samuels at 800. If he's starting to get some work here. Even Samaje Perine got 10 carries, 12 touches last week, 1,400. Like, I think you could fade these turds and be all right. Quick recap. Highest ceiling, Big Ben. And Deontay Johnson. If you use Big Ben, 3 pass catchers. Probably James Washington, Deontay, Juju, something like that. You can then use Steelers defense, run it back with one of these running backs. Or if you don't use Steelers defense, use Boswell. If you roll with Deontay in the captain spot, Big Ben in flex. At that point, you're probably wanting to use James Conner or Benny Snell. Because if you're saying that Big Ben doesn't throw 3 touchdowns tonight, the Steelers either did not clear 20 points as a team, or they did, in which case maybe they had some rushing touchdowns, or Chris Boswell racked up some field goals. So just use some game theory, guys. Just use game theory. If you think the Steelers are going to, I think, what is their implied team total? 27.5 points. If they clear that tonight, we're talking 4 touchdowns. Big Ben had to throw 3, right? I mean, they're going to run in 2. I don't know. We haven't really seen that this year. And if they do clear that tonight, how are they clearing it? If they don't clear it and they hit the under, did Big Ben throw for 2 and then they kicked a couple field goals? Like, what happened, right? So whatever you think is going to happen, execute that in your lineup. Tell your story. You've heard that phrase. Tell your story with your lineup. And I think that's how I can see myself doing so tonight. I'm probably going to run out 1 unique, allow some players against my defense, and let it ride. Throw on some randomness because this is chaos, and go. That's it, my friends. I hope that should probably help you guys out a little bit. 4-2. No, I see Jermaine Dorsey asked, is 4 Steelers, 2 Bengals in play tonight? If that is in play, then I think you're saying you inherently think this game's going to be close, right? I don't know, man. It's a 14-point spread. 12.5 team total for Bengals. In fact, in my little insight write-up here, totally free insight write-up. Post it again here. Save it. Just save the link. You don't have to open it now. I mean, you could find the Bengals team total at 12.5. I like the under already. Because here's my thought process. I'm actually comfortable with the under down to 10.5 points. Because if they're getting over 12.5, you're saying 2 touchdowns by this offense. Or 3 scoring drives, right? Like they score a touchdown and then have 2 more good drives and kick 2 field goals. And make both the field goals. So now they're at 13 points, right? A touchdown, 2 field goals. That's 3 scoring drives. So they're either going to score 2 touchdowns or have to go on 3 scoring drives successfully to clear that 12.5, which is why I'm fine with this down to 10.5, even if it goes lower, because still it's the same. If it goes to 10, for whatever reason, I can't see their team total dropping 2.5 points down to 10. But if it goes to 10, okay, well, a touchdown and a field goal. 2 scoring drives, I think they could potentially get that tonight. But if it's 10.5, I mean, now we're talking 3 scores. Unless they score a touchdown, go for 2, successfully convert it, and then kick a field goal later to get 11. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's going to be at 12.5, 12 points, 13 points, somewhere in this range. So 12.5, I like it, man. I like it. And that line 12.5, they're trying to. I want you to take the over here. Touchdown, 2 field goals. I just don't think the Bengals can put together 3. No, I don't think the captain Steelers in the defensive spot is. I don't think the Steelers D in a captain spot is the play. Again, we're still talking probability of hitting that upside. I don't know, man. I don't think they have it. I don't think they have that. You need like 2 touchdowns. Like even a game like this, 18 points. We're talking best case scenario, 4 sacks, 4 turnovers, and a touchdown. I don't think that wins it. Like that is best case scenario. What's the chance that happens? 15%. Meanwhile, we have Deontay Johnson, 3 out of the last 5, 21 or more points. Listen, he got yanked and lost 55% of his snaps last week. Right? He only ran 49% of his snaps. Bounce back spot. Guy's a gamer. He's going to catch those balls tonight. Let's hope. And if he does, he's going to take him to the house. He's going to want to make something happen with him. Bengals suck. Went for 6 for 116 and a score last time they played the Bengals. Won 36-10. By the way, one of the other plays there is teasing the total here. I believe it's at 40.5 or 40 or something like that right now. You tease it to around 46.5 right now. Take the under. Steelers have scored 17, 16, and 19, I think, the last three. Bengals 7, 7, and 17. Like, you can take the last three games of both of these teams, and they don't even hit. They don't even hit the 40-point total right now. And if you tease it, like in the last result of the last game ended up 36-10, guess what? That's still under 46.5. That teaser's clutch tonight, I think. What do you guys think? Big Ben, let me see what chat has to say here. You always pick the wrong story. I mean, that's why you play these for fun, right? Like, showdowns are for fun. They're chaos. It's chaos theory. Hobby. Full onslaught type night. Correct. That's what I was saying when I answered that 4-2 question. It's definitely a 5-1. And if you think it's not a 5-1, you're saying this game is close, competitive, well, then you might as well just make it like 3-3. If for whatever reason it's not an onslaught night, don't go 4-2. I don't think that's the theory. It's either an onslaught or something went terribly wrong, and multiple Bengals are doing great, in which case you probably want more than just two. No Bud Dupree and Devin Bush for Steelers is pretty impactful. Why? I get it. Especially Devin Bush. But why? Like, missing top defensive players against likely the worst offense in the NFL. I don't think they can take advantage. They literally can't run the football. So you would hope they could throw it, and then it's Ryan Finley. Like, they can't do anything. And their O-line is literally like bottom 5. That's got to be the worst offense in the NFL. Even Sam Darnold could move the football more than them. By the way, had to have been the most frustrating yesterday. The most frustrating, let's see. Huh. One of the things I felt where the heck? Oh yeah, it's right here. Tampa, Indy, Rams, Seattle moneyline parlay. Freakings. Okay, the one I felt the most confident about, the Rams, ruined the moneyline parlay. My gosh, man. I actually felt like this is like Tampa, I was most fearful of them. Indy, second game against a divisional opponent. Believe they're on the road. Didn't feel too hot about them. Still took it. Felt good about Seattle. Felt good about the Rams. The freaking Rams blew it for me. Bernard under rushing prop. What's it at right now? Let's check our rushing stat projections. We have him projected for... Oh, wide receivers. Sorry. We got him at 17.57. We actually have more for both Samaje Perine and Trayvon Williams. Yeah, man, me too. $1,400, Trayvon Williams. And I think $1,800 we said, right? No, $1,200 and $1,400 for Perine. I think both are in play. I mean, I'll take them before I take Gio. Absolutely. And I'll take them both over Connor, too. I mean, save the $5K and give me two better wide receivers of the Steelers defense. I agree, Porter. They're at that point, right? Like, let's just see what we got. I'm with you. Lance. Blaine Hawk says, I definitely like the way my lineups look now compared to an hour ago when I made them my own. Thanks for the info. Bro, I got your back, man. Do I like James Washington as a sneaky DK MVP? Well, it depends on what kind of contest you're paying, Jermaine. So let's look at it this way, buddy. If you're in like a 200,000 person tournament, okay? Here's his ceiling. 16 points. Chase Claypool has cleared that 4 times. Has not cleared it, I think, once in the last 8 games. So James probably a better play than Claypool in the MVP spot or captain spot, champion spot, wherever site you're playing on. All right, Tyler Boyd, let's look at him. All right, looks like he has been miserable with Ryan Finley under center. All right, and Brandon Allen. Tyler Boyd is who we just looked at. Let's look at T. Higgins. It's literally been awful. Literally has just been awful. Last 4 games. All right, let's look at Juju. Juju has outscored him in 4 of 6 weeks. 4 of 7. 5 of 8 weeks. And Deontay has outscored him in 3 of the last 5. And again, for me, it comes down to probability of hitting that potential. James Washington's probability of hitting that potential is extremely low. Like, if James Washington goes bonkers, he still has to outscore all these people. And I guess the only thing you're potentially doing that for is because you think you'll just have so much more salary left over, right? Because James Washington's only 6'6" in the captain spot. So if you do that, then you can just load up on the rest, right? But if you're loading up on the rest and you're saying Deontay and Juju and these guys are all worth it, well, then you also need to have Big Ben. Because if you're saying, I'm putting James Washington captain, I'm going to save money that way, and now I can load up on Deontay and Juju, well, now you're saying you have 3 pass catchers for the Steelers, in which case Big Ben probably had himself a day too, right? Well, Big Ben needs to be in there. So whatever you do end up deciding, make sure you construct your roster correctly. Finley's passing yards prop is 189. Oh my gosh, are you serious? No freaking way. His career best is 192 against Pittsburgh. That's funny. There's no way. These are just consensus. This is just a way to quickly search. Ryan Finley. His pass prop is half a touchdown. Interesting. Let me open up a book. I can't wait for DraftKings Sportsbook to be illegal in Virginia, baby. Should be, I think I read somewhere January 15th. What? By the way, YouTube, I see about 20 people over there. Hit that like button for me. If you like free streams, hit the like button. Support it. My rule for Showdown, says Truff Shuff, is to have fun and don't tilt. Fonzie, rules to Showdown. No rules. Plays James Washington captain if you want. Sure. Just keep in mind how you're constructing your lineup if you do so, right? Again. Here, let's open up DraftKings. Or FanDuel. We've been talking about DraftKings all night. If you put him there, if you put James Washington in the captain spot, or the MVP spot, all right, you're doing it, you're saving, well, I guess the salary's not changing here on FanDuel, but you're going to save money on DraftKings. Again, let's look at it real quick. And, oh, golly, now that I think about it, like, no. I don't think you put him on FanDuel. He has to outscore, which he never has this entire season, every wide receiver in front of him and Big Ben. It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. There's no way. I didn't even realize the salaries don't change on FanDuel. That's how much I look at it. I wouldn't do it. I can't do it. There's no way. There's no reason. There's no reason. FanDuel's so easy, man. Are you kidding me? I mean, get ready for tying literally everybody. You got to love it. How low does the salary go? Okay. It's easy. It's so easy. Did they not even have Trayvon Williams? He's 5K. I mean, the whole world's going to tie on FanDuel, right? Thank you very much for hitting those like buttons on YouTube and supporting some freebie stuff, man. I appreciate that, everybody. Thank you. I don't care. I'm not saving this. You guys want to see yesterday's results? I'll show you that in a second. Let's take a quick peek. James Washington, 6'6". You are left with a lot of money. I'll give you that. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Excuse me. On FanDuel, you have to leave lots of salary to not chop with a million people. I guess so, man. The heck? Fonzie says, like you said, just got to tell a story. James Washington is the receiver of the night. Then try to establish a run game going into the playoffs, so you grab a running back, defense scores a touchdown, or pitches a shutout, something like that. Is that the probable story of the night? Doubt it, but it is a viable story. You're right, man. Whatever you think, just tell it through your lineup construction. So the one benefit of putting James Washington in the captain spot on DraftKings, if this is your move, is that you have a lot of money left over. Like, a ton of it. I mean, if you start your lineup like this, have fun, right? Have freaking fun. Look how much money you have. I won't go any further. DraftKings is watching me. But I'll let the other YouTubers build full lineups and not get dinged. I'll put two guys in and just talk. You can get Ben on all three? Shh. Shh. What you doing? What are you doing, Ultra? Come on. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I mean, look at the money. 10-5? The heck? Just busting your chops, man. DraftKings ain't watching me either. I'm just joking around. I mean, look how easy it is. You got 10.5K left over, and I feel like that's not a bad start to your NBA discussion tomorrow. Of course. I'm like scratching and clawing for NFL content today. This is like the worst NFL game of the season. Yeah, you got to leave money on the table. Totally agree, Lance. You're going to chop with a million people. Yeah, are you kidding me, man? We have NBA tomorrow? Like, we're going to be talking NBA. I'm sorry. Anybody coming in tomorrow hoping for an NFL stream? It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Ugh. Did I show you guys the building blocks for tomorrow? Oh, I'm very excited about this. It's going to turn into like a consensus core thing we got going. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to show you. I meant to open it up in Discord to show you the new core creator tool. Huh? This thing's going to be so cool. I am so excited about this. It was an idea I had that I'm not smart enough to do. And I reached out to Numbers Guy. And this wizard, and yeah, we got to get him. And that's why he's here, by the way. These guys have totally earned it with the amount of work they do for these articles and helping with our projection research and all this stuff for notes. Like, It takes a village to put out the content we do and the amount that we do. Look at this. So this will be on the website. You're going to be able to put together cores. This is not for tomorrow's games, by the way. This is just sample we had a couple weeks ago. You're able to put together core and say to yourself, what kind of night do you think it is? Do you think it's a studs and duds night? All right, well then here is a core where you're using 50% of your salary to put them together. Or I think it's more balanced. All right, well then tonight I'm going maybe between 30 and 40%. Okay, Bam, Jay, Markieff Morris. There we go. This is like a 2-game slate, by the way, for our sample. And maybe you're saying to yourself, I want to build a core using LeBron James where I'm using above 50% of the salary. And I want LeBron James to be in that player pool. We do need a wizard emoji. I got to find one. Make one. Yeah, I did, Necromat. It was links to like sports betting in my videos, like video description. So I removed them all. I don't care. I don't care about getting promo money and stuff like that. I'm just trying to put out some good stuff on YouTube. Grow a following. Put out a bunch of free crap. Don't care. That's why I'm asking for... That's why I will ask for like buttons, because I'm not making money on YouTube. Right? So, like, when I ask for a like button to be pushed, I'm just trying to ask for support for more free stuff. Right? I'll let everybody else sell on YouTube with, you know, other promo codes that pop up and says, use this promo donuts at NBA.com. You know what I mean? They can do that. That's fine. Just hit a like button. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. That's what I'm looking for. Help me grow. Help me get bigger. But I'm very excited about this. I think this is going to be key, you know, because we all know how NBA works, right? Like, player A and B are out, and all of a sudden, Tyler Hero is the key to the slate, and you're like, I need him, all right? So you plug Tyler Hero in, and you're like, you know what? I want this to be a very cheap core. So I want below 30% of my cap to be used. So that's like $18K or something like that on DraftKings, all right? So $17K, I don't know, something like that. Or on FanDuel, under 30%, or between 30 to 40% would be what? 20K, I think? 25K? So I lock in Tyler Hero, and here's 30 to 40%, and here's some player pools. Cores, I should say. And then you can start with this trio and then build the rest of your lineup. Oh, I can't wait. There's not a single company out there, I think, that has anything like this. So you'll often probably see some of these building blocks also work in conjunction with this core creator tool that we're going to have on the site tomorrow or sometime this week when we can get it live. You'll see a LeBron James and Tyler Hero and, I don't know, Derek Jones Jr. core. And you'll also go to the core creator tool and see it right there, ready to rock and roll. So excited. I'm so excited. Here was my... Is this it? No. It's a $10 entry. I entered the $100 hot route yesterday. Here was the lineup. I had Mahomes. I was so excited. Mahomes, Sanders, Smith, Kelsey. And Kamara was also in there. So 5-player stack. It's kind of crapped out. Kamara bust. Traquan got hurt. Sanders sucked. Cootie fumbled at the 2, reaching for a touchdown. Man, if he scored. T.Y. Hilton was okay. Just didn't score. Seahawks gave up some garbage time. It gave up, I think, 6 garbage time points. So that sucked. Shaved off a couple more DK points. Rough. What was the money line here, actually? 164. Papa Gates, man. David Johnson. 106 receiving yards. Guess that's what happens when there's no Duke Johnson and who's the other guy? Somebody else was out. CG says, screw NFL. When is the next MMA slate? How do you keep winning on MMA? What are you doing? I've seen you take top fives like 2 or 3 different times. Meyer says, I'm working on the studs and duds report for you, Mitch. Really hoping to have something by tonight. Awesome, dude. And I promise you this, bro. You accept my offer to join our squad, and there's a spot right here on the building blocks for you every night, bro. You 1,000% have owned researching for ROF. I don't even know. I'm not going to try to find out. That's funny, man. You probably can't name 5 fighters, right? You're just all projections. Am I right? You're just like all projections? You're such a data guy. You know nothing about multiple sports, and you keep winning all of them. And maybe that's the key. Not knowing about them and then just being totally unbiased about how you play them. You won on DraftKings. Did you use ratings or projections? You have no idea what the projections are? You don't want that mess, Meyer? Oh, all right. That's funny, actually. Get you on here for an MMA stream. Nice, Brian. Appreciate it, man. Hope to see you in Discord, buddy. Brian says, any single entry, who do you go with? I mean, that's up to you, right? I mean, I don't have the answer for you. I just can tell you the theory for tonight. I'll show you our projections for tonight. You can make that choice. I don't mind it. Here we go. 17.81 for Big Ben. Juju actually has a 1.26 point projection higher than Deontay, for what it's worth. Now tell your story, bro. All right. I'll see you guys back 11:30-ish. Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And we're going to dive into all things NBA, man. I'm so excited. So excited. All things NBA. Oh, we made it. Good luck tonight in your Monday Night Football props, sides, totals, DFS, whatever you end up doing. I'm legitimately sitting it out. I gave away the Patreon freebie, and I'm gonna start researching some NBA stuff tonight. Which, by the way, I think Tuesday we should all play light as well. It's a 2-game slate. I don't think there's much edge. It's gonna be chaos. And I think Tuesday's 13 gamers, probably a little bit better for us to be playing. So have a good night, everybody. Hope you enjoy. And if you do sit it out, check out for a day. Like, take a mental vacation. Hang out in Discord and just enjoy.